Thank you, Jeff Bass, my coach. Thank you, LICA, for having me here. And yeah, I've been around here a while. I've actually had this idea for a long time before there was Facebook. I would think it'd be really cool to have a social network. When I was looking at all the video that should be up on the web and available, there was no YouTube. There was 95% of the people here in the audience didn't have broadband. And only schools and other institutions had, libraries had enough broadband to make it worthwhile. Now we all have broadband on our mobile devices. It's ridiculous. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is UB Sports. We're in the forefront of a revolution. Let's just ask, how many people play sports? Okay, that's pretty good. How many people have kids who play sports? How many people have watched the Olympics and pro sports? Right? Okay, so everybody has some interest in sports. In fact, just playing participants in the United States is 180 million people here in the United States alone. The sports market. Okay, this is basically our tagline. We're bringing the athletes' sports lives online. Now, what's amazing is that there are 180 million people here in the United States who are playing sports. There are over 1 billion around the world who are playing sports. The sporting goods market in the United States is $100 billion a year, and that's growing by about 3 or 4%. It's one of the two markets in the United States that didn't go down during the late 2000s. And that's because even if you're unemployed, you're going to go out and run. You're going to go out and stay hungry. You're going to try to keep your spirits up while you're trying to get back on your feet. There's about $18 billion spent on sports advertising on the web every year, which is really an immense number considering that it's still growing so quickly and that everybody now is on the web. Now, everyone knows what this is, right? Tennis racket? All right. That represents the mainstream sports. Anyone know what this is? Squash racket, right? And very few people know what this is. There are about 2 million people in the United States who play that. There's about 20 million people who play tennis. Mainstream sports, though, have only 15% of the population in America. The other 85% who are playing sports are playing squash, they're riding bikes, they're sailing, they're running, they're walking. They're doing the other stuff. And that's the long tail in real life. We have 85% of people playing the other sports. Other sports are not represented on media, not represented on retail, and it's even rare to find a squash court at a school. And that's changing. People are understanding that as the world gets smaller, these silos are breaking down. And what we're doing is that we've built a social media system that breaks those silos down. No longer is a football player just a football player. They're a member of an organization, of an ecosystem, of a community, where all the other athletes, all the coaches, all the schools, all the leagues are in one ecosystem. And that breaks down a lot of barriers and a lot of walls. If you think about a coach of a rugby team, he needs to find players. What are the best players for rugby? Football players. And it's a very hard thing for them to do. So we're just moving that along. We're breaking those silos down and making it a lot more easy to reach other people. So our sports portal system is built, it's ready to go, and we already have 7 or 8 sports. Our beta had 68 sports. Now we have 8 sports so far on the sports portal system here. We are not building content. We try not to build content. We're bringing them in, content in through iframes and through video embeds. We're also building one of the best video systems on the web right now, and that's really exciting for us too, because that's what everyone wants to watch. And nobody wants to see macro blocks. They want to see really crisp video. Our culture is all about inclusion. It's about bringing all these 100 sports together into one place. And where we're doing that is through marketing, and we're using something called center of influence marketing, where we're finding large organizations that have operational control over large numbers of participants. For example, our first large organization is the Eastern Athletic Trainers Association. 8,000 people just on the East Coast They are medically trained. They're the ones who run out when somebody breaks a leg out on the ice or on the field. And they have direct contact, hands-on contact, with 3 to 4 million people. Now, around the nation, there's an organization called the National Athletic Trainers Association. We already met with them. There are 40,000 trainers, and they touch just about every athlete out there that's in an organized sports situation. And we're working with them already in collating and putting all of their information onto one website. So that's really exciting, and leads us directly to over 40 million athletes. We need about 2 million to 3 million athletes to break even, and we expect to get EBITDA positive somewhere between 12 and 18 months from now. Our initial staff is 5 people right now. We only have 2 people on full-time staff right now, myself